We're on the final day of exploring Connemara in County Galway. Over the past few videos we've taken a look at this gorgeous region of Ireland known for its wide open landscapes, beaches and mountains. This is the final part of the Galway trip, but it is jam-packed with scenery, swims, hikes and more. Be sure to catch up on the previous videos if you haven't already, but now let's get stuck in. After leaving Clifton at the end of the last video, see it linked above, we headed for Leenane. Now the rain had been bad for the entire trip, but it took a serious turn. We had days of non-stop torrential rain, so time was spent chilling in the vans working mostly, but also covering up from head to toe for wet and windy evening walks. Listen to how bad it was. Honestly, I think the weather made the fjord look even more magical. Leenane is a village at the head of Killary Fjord, Ireland's only true fjord, and it extends 16 kilometres from the Atlantic Ocean. The village is quaint and it's like something from an old Irish postcard. There's not much more than a couple of pubs, cafes and a hotel and tourist shops, but I love it. It's on the Galway-Mayo border, sandwiched between the Milria and Mamturk mountain ranges. On the days with lighter rain, I wandered around the shops taking a look at all the tourist things, and when the weather finally cleared, we were ready to get back on the road. Hello. Hi.
I'm stuck to the roof.
Every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
I just want to show everyone how much more aesthetically pleasing your van is than mine.
I cleaned it this morning, it looked like crap.
It's something to have a Pinterest board, but look at her view. It also looks nicer than mine because everything just looks better. Look at that. So anyway, I'm heading off today. Laura's doing her own thing.
To edit.
Laura's editing. I'm going to do a little bit of adventuring today, not too much, and we're going to meet back up later. So I'll see you at Connemara National Park. Okay. Bye.
Clouds and thunders standing in my way.
Where we've been staying in Leenane for the last few nights has a gorgeous view over Killary Fjord, but I've actually just pulled in at the proper like Killary Harbour viewpoint, and it's a goodie. You can pretty much see straight out to the ocean, and you can also see like all the mussel traps. So they would gather mussels for seafood restaurants around here, so you can see all the mussel traps in the water as well. But honestly, even with like the clouds, it just looks incredible. Like you can see the clouds dipping over the mountains. It just looks absolutely beautiful.
I took a swing by the Misunderstood Heron, which is a famous cafe just outside the village. It's known for its healthy and wholesome options. Now, it had been a whole 5 minutes since I'd done a swim, so it was time to visit one of the most famous beaches in Ireland, Glassilaun Beach. By the way, the scenery on the way out there is just breathtaking. I had a quick work session, and then it was time to get in the water.
So, once the video I'm working on right now is done, which is going to be about a trip that I took to Inishmore, I'm going to link it above, so definitely go watch it after this one. Okay, so it's been a few hours. I'm kind of done with work, so I'm having a snack here. I made a hummus and cheese sandwich. I don't know if that's like a normal concoction, but I find it really easy to just make and eat in the van. So I'm going to do that. I might go for a swim then because the weather has really picked up here. It's looking pretty nice now. And then I'm going to go meet my friend Laura for the night, and we're possibly going to have a movie night in the van.
Worries travel with the storm, but I must try to figure it out alone. Yeah, I must try.
Time for a swim.
Figure it out alone. And now, when you're
There's literally no one in the water down here. It's making me really self-conscious because I'm about to get in. I'm like, why is nobody else in the water? Like, there's loads of people on the beach. There is literally no better way to end the workday. I mean, where would you rather be? Oh! 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, I don't want to do it when the waves are coming. You're not going to be able to hear a word I'm saying. Oh! And dip. Oh, wave. That's a big one. Oh! The waves are coming quite big. So I wasn't actually sure if I was going to come to Glassilaun today because we've spent quite a lot of time in Galway, and I'm kind of just excited. We're doing the hike tonight and I'm quite excited to just get through into Mayo. So I was very unsure, and especially because of the weather, but I'm so glad I came here because this beach is absolutely gorgeous. I would say it might now be my favourite beach in Galway. Like, it might have overtaken Dogs Bay and Gertine Beach now, to be honest. It's a gorgeous horseshoe, quite like Dogs Bay, but then there's another one. There's kind of like a sand spit and then another one. It's absolutely beautiful. I actually realised on the drive here, I have been down here before years ago, but it was really bad weather, so I don't think I even got out of the car. But it is lovely. Well worth the drive out here if you're around Killary Fjord. Definitely take the trip out and get in the water because the water was fabulous. I actually walked down to the beach and I only realised when I went to get in the water, but one of my boobs was fully out of my bikini top, and I'm like, I was filming, I was walking by people were saying hello to me. You're not seeing the footage of me walking down now, so I've had to get rid of that, but that was embarrassing. Other than that, Glassilaun Beach, absolutely fabulous. Now, it is a very small car park and it's very busy here today, so people are practically fighting to get spots. Like, there's only maybe like 20 spots if even. So there's been like a lot of traffic jams in here, but there's toilets, so there's portaloos as well, so that's great. So yeah, I'm gonna get going now and head to Letterfrack to see the sights and then meet Laura to do our hike. One problem about Ireland is that when you're on little roads like this, tourists will just abandon their cars on the side of the road. So please don't be one of those people, because I was just trying to get out of the beach, and as you can see there was loads of cars parked on the yellow line. Now, where I showed wasn't that bad, but closer to the beach there was a point where I had to squeeze my van through. I mean, I was millimeters from both cars beside me, and it should never have happened because that person should not have been parked there. And like, they're going to be the ones given out if someone scratches their car, but they're parking where there's no parking allowed, blocking people entering the beach. Like, there was bigger camper vans than me there and they can't get out now. Like, they're fully blocked in because this impatient person just decided to abandon their car instead of waiting for an actual parking spot. So don't be that person. Other thing that's really annoying about Ireland is because all the roads are tiny, and like where I am right now there's no pull-in spots. So literally I keep driving by really gorgeous scenery and there's nowhere for me to stop to like get out and take pictures, and it's just very sad if I'm honest. Sorry, I'm getting out of someone's way right now. And then I just drove by a little donkey, like this cute little miniature donkey, and he was just staring out over the fence by himself, and all I wanted to do was go pat him on the head and say hello, and I couldn't because there was nowhere to pull in. So I love the little roads, but sometimes it's really sad when there's nowhere to pull in and you can't stop and look at the scenery and pat the donkeys. I'm in a very chatty mood, as you can tell, but I'm going to stop talking now and get to my destination. So I'll see you in Letterfrack.
In the heavens, a billion signals move.
So I've just met up with Laura and we're doing a sunset hike of Diamond Hill. I think I said that already, but I'm very excited because we've had miserable weather the last few days. It's been raining non-stop, which is why we took work days. I mean, it's like 70% blue sky right now and there's some clouds, but I think that's what makes the best sunsets. You have like the clear sky, but then you have the clouds for like the light to bounce off. So why am I so out of breath? So we're in Letterfrack right now and we're heading down to Connemara National Park to get ready to start our hike. And I'm very excited. It is 7:30 and sunset's around like 9. So we're cutting it tight because we're not even there yet, but we're gonna get going. There she is. So we've just arrived at Connemara National Park. Now, doing this at sunset is definitely a good shout, because if you've been here in the summer on a good day, you'll know that there's not a chance you get in parking. Like, cars are literally being abandoned right, left and centre, but there's barely anybody in the car park right now. So at least we know we'll be some of the only people doing it. So it'll be nice and quiet and we'll have all the views to ourselves. I'm feeling very unfit lately though, so We're going to see how this goes.
So close together.
So I'm just walking into the park. So this Connemara National Park does have like a visitor centre with a toilet and a cafe and stuff like that. Now because we're here in the evening, none of that stuff's going to be open. So we're basically just coming in to go straight up the walk and back down. So there's 4 walks in total. There's a little like half a kilometre walk, which is probably better with like kids for families. It just does a little loop through the woods, but there is a lot of steps and stuff as well. So if you have push chairs, that's probably not the most suitable. Then there's 3 walks in terms of Diamond Hill, which is right there. There's like a lower walk, which doesn't actually go up the mountain. Then there's like a higher loop, and then there's the full loop of the mountain as well. Now I recommend doing the full loop. Hello.
In the heavens, a billion signals move.
These are the guys that are normally here.
Call and answer.
So we found a Laura Grace and we found a Diamond Hill. So we're 2 minutes in. I'm dying already. I'm like, 3rd time's a charm. This is my 3rd time doing it. So I should be fine. But I've been out of action for like a month since I had COVID, so I'm really not doing too fit now. Laura's killing it. Making me look pathetic. I'm sure I'll crawl up there if I have to.
So we missed sunset and started losing light pretty quickly about halfway up the hike, so we decided to be safe, turn around and started again the next day. Diamond Hill is one of my favourite hikes that I've ever done in Ireland. It's just outside Letterfrack village and is part of the Connemara National Park. Now the peak is actually one of the 12 bens, a group of mountains scattered across Connemara. Diamond Hill Peak is also known as Ben Brack and it's the most northerly peak of the 12 bens. The hike can take around 3 hours to complete if you do the full loop, but if like me you want to stop every 2 minutes and take pictures or just catch your breath, it takes a lot longer. I have quite a lot of catch my breath breaks on a hike, especially this one, but from the top you get the most insane panoramic views around Connemara, including the islands off the coast. Now that's if you're lucky to get it on a clear day, and I really hope for you that you do because the scenery is just incredible.
I'm going over in the clouds. Look at them.
So close together.
I love how we're like talking about these like serious topics and they were like, ah!
Slowly we take on phosphorescence.
So Kylemore Abbey is the last stop on the Galway video, so stay tuned for Mayo.
So that's Galway folks. I'm going to head on into Mayo next and I hope you stick around for the journey. Chat you after.